It started when Anna, a 27-year-old corporate manager, stormed out of her car in the middle of a dusty roadside after her BMW broke down. The engine coughed and died just miles away from her meeting. She cursed under her breath, her sharp heels sinking into the gravel as she pulled out her phone, looking up in disdain at the man walking toward her from a nearby garage. He wore oil-stained overalls, his hands blackened, his hair messy, and his face lined with sun and work. A mechanic in his mid-30s named Daniel. Anna glared as he approached. "Don't bother," she snapped. "I already called someone." Daniel didn't flinch at her tone. He glanced at her car and said softly, "They won't get here for at least an hour. If you want, I can take a look now." She rolled her eyes, but the growing heat and the prospect of missing her meeting gnawed at her. "Fine, do whatever," she muttered. Daniel opened his worn toolbox, kneeling next to the car, quiet and deliberate. Anna stood aside, arms crossed, trying not to notice how calm and focused he was. In minutes, he diagnosed the problem and explained it to her in plain words. She only half listened, distracted by her frustration and embarrassment. "Done," he finally said. The car roared back to life. Anna barely mumbled a thanks, threw a crumpled bill at him, and drove away without another word. But fate has its way of circling back. 2 weeks later, Anna was driving late at night on a deserted stretch of road when she swerved to avoid an animal. Her car skidded, hit a tree, and rolled into a ditch. Trapped in the driver's seat, her forehead bleeding, she struggled to move. Her phone was shattered. The air smelled of gas. Panic clawed at her throat. And then at footsteps, a flashlight beam cut through the darkness. It was Daniel. He'd been driving home when he noticed the wreck. Without hesitation, he slid down into the ditch, pulling the door open with his strong hands, unbuckling her, and lifting her out as the car began to smoke. He carried her up the embankment, gently laying her on the grass. "You're safe now," he whispered, his voice steady but his eyes full of worry. Anna burst into tears. "Why? Why would you help me after how I treated you?" Daniel gave a faint smile. "Everyone deserves a second chance. Besides, you're a person before anything else." That night, as the ambulance lights painted the field red and blue, Anna looked up at him differently, with gratitude, with humility, with something she couldn't name. Sometimes the hands we dismiss are the ones that save us. Anna never forgot him. She never looked down on anyone again. Now here's the shorter, more emotionally impactful version. Anna's BMW died on a lonely road. Frustrated and impatient, she snapped at the mechanic who offered help, Daniel, a quiet man with oil-streaked hands and kind eyes. She barely said thanks when he fixed her car and left him standing there.